Alright, so people wanted me to upload my mod list and the order in which I have them. So that's what this video is here real quick. So first and foremost, the most important mod you can download is the Unofficial Skyrim Special Edition patch. This helps out with various bugs and glitches that are in the vanilla game. Haste kind of does the same thing, changes a few different prices on bounties and disables the wizard quest because it doesn't work, and overall it just kind of makes the game a little bit more realistic. The less yellow filter helps out a ton, just kind of gives a little bit more crisp. The undullifier makes it so that some of the blurred images are less blurry. None of these are kind of repeats and stuff that I don't use. Enhanced draw distance, obsidian weathers, NLA natural lighting aesthetics. Skyrim is windy, which is why all my stuff is always blowing. Improved shadows and volumetric lighting is a big one. ELE interior lighting overhaul is another big one. Forest of Skyrim just adds a bunch of trees. Whiterun river trees adds trees, well, like it says, around the river in Whiterun. Snow trees of the northern forest is a good one. It's a little, I wouldn't say buggy, but some of the trees don't always fit well. Dense grass just adds more grass. This just kind of turns that yellowish grass into green grass. This makes water just flow and move better. This makes it so there's no like water clipping or rock clipping around any of the shores. It just makes everything look a little bit more smooth and realistic. Better critters. This just adds more of like all the little bees, butterflies, torch bugs, dragonflies, things like that. Louder nature just makes it so that, well, nature's louder. Dirt replacer I was using for a while. I stopped using because it just kind of makes the roads look very similar to the non-roads and hard. This one makes the mountains and rocks look better. Lamppost of Skyrim just adds lampposts along all the roads. This adds basically signs to point the way. Instead of having one or two little signs along the way, you'll have like 5, 6, and it tells you where all the cities are. Interior lighting, this one made everything way too dark. So my Whiterun is green Whiterun, lavish breeze home, and Cato's Whiterun, and Gardens of Whiterun are all my Whiterun mods that I use. And then we've got Better Grey Quarter, because this is the only Windhelm mod I can get to work. Old Town Rifton, another Julia's mod. Enhanced Markar. I like Another Solitude is my favorite one, because it adds like 40 something new houses to Solitude. It makes it look like the actual capital. It's nice. This one is fantastic, but it's a little buggy and it can definitely cause crashes, so be careful with this one. But the Great Cities by, I don't know, I'm gonna mispronounce his name. Soldier of Wars city overhaul. So the Great Cities does all of like the minor cities like Dragonbridge, Falkreath, Morthal, Rorikstead, Winterhold, Dawnstar. Then Cato's Whiterun, like I said. Cato makes really good mods. A lot of his are really good. Then I've got Cato's Riverwood, Fortified Whiterun. This adds like, well, like it says, fortification around the outside. We've got a Dunmer Settlements of Stein. So this is for the DLC. Also DLC. This is a player home that I ended up getting rid of. It was a little buggy. The Midden Expanded. I actually haven't tested this out yet. This adds like a whole new like player home and quest and everything to the Midden underneath the College of Winterhold. It's another DLC one to kind of enhance the caves in Morrowind. Iverstead by Ozymandy. This one is just fantastic. Ozymandy does a great job. Sea of Ghosts. This is just a bunch of quests in, well, the Sea of Ghosts. Yeah, this one is kind of downscaled for the PS4 because Sony doesn't allow external assets, so there's no ship that travels there, so everything's just unlocked as a fast travel. This is another Stein DLC mod. Then I've got modified city inns and small modified inns, and then the two of them combined is modified city inns and town inns. So this one basically just redoes every inn inside of Skyrim and makes them all look a little bit more independent and less copy and paste. So then I got whiter snow, which takes the gray out of the snow, which makes it look more realistic. Realistic snow, which makes it so that the snowfall is a little bit more realistic. Character editor just gives you more choices in editing characters. I didn't end up using this one, but this one sounds interesting. Race heights and starting stats. Realistic conversation, that gets rid of the pauses in conversation. Immersive citizens just makes them move around and act a little bit more realistic, less gamey. Rain and snow effects basically just makes it so when it's raining, you start dripping, and when it's snowing, you kind of get like this crystal form around you. It looks like you're covered in snow. Scholar's Eye makes it so that any skill book is has like a glow to it, so it's easier to find. Imports from Morrowind just adds some Morrowind stuff inside of the Solstein stores. Lore-based loading screens just adds like 100 plus lore-based loading screens, just like it says. Then I've got Skyrim, 85 FOV and 60 FPS. This is my favorite one that I've had so far. Immersive Movement. This one I can turn on and off at any point, so I'm just testing right now, but it makes the game, makes everybody move at more realistic speeds, and it at times can make the game a little bit more challenging. This just gives a quest marker for the Stones of Barentia because I hate having to look up where they all are. More snow on the roads. This just adds, well, more snow on the roads. This is my favorite one, the go away map clouds. It makes it so you can actually see the map a lot clearer. So JK's Windhelm, I think would work if I got rid of that Northern Tree mod that I was talking about earlier, because the Northern Tree mod adds a couple trees inside of Windhelm, and I think that's what makes JK's mod crash, but I have unsuccessfully never been able to get JK's Windhelm to work on PlayStation. And that, my friends, is my mod order. So as always, if you do like the video, leave a like, subscribe, drop down in the comments if you have any suggestions or questions on my mod order whatsoever, and the load order of the mods. And as always, stay safe, stay healthy, and go make some average plays, my friends.